Hi guys, my name is Maddie Ellis. This is HDFS 400 Hip Hop and Family Roles, and me and Flava Flav are going to tell you some things that we've learned in the course of this winter semester class. 9 days, which is way too short for this class. But taking this class, it was kind of out of my element, so I didn't really know much to expect. My music choices aren't typically hip hop. It's more like country and reggae, so I kind of struggled a little bit. But so a lot of the content in the class was all new for me. So I learned a lot, but specifically, where hip hop started was kind of interesting to me, how it started as party music. And I still remember first day of class when you were asking us all how to party, and then where you were taking it with that. I was kind of confused at first, but it started as party music from jazz, funk, disco, the double dutch, and from the rhythm and the beat, and then they playing in the community parks, and it was really community and family based, and I thought that was pretty interesting. And even the double with double dutch, how they would use things tools so simple to make a beat and then go from there with music. And then let's see what else. This class has kind of given me just a new perspective on things. Again, I remember when we were talking about what have you experienced being hungry, when not a lot of us really haven't. And we kind of went into that conversation, and then when we went into drugs being good or bad, drugs are good for some people because that's how they get their food at night. That's what they have to do. That's the grind they have to do to stay alive and keep going. And it just kind of gave me a new perspective. So it's also helped me with that. And then let's see. Really just how powerful music is. I'm one to listen to music to unwind. I don't really pay attention to the lyrics, which I think I do after this class, because we kind of had to for the analysis paper. But I'm not the type of person to just sit there and be oh, that's the meaning of this song. I kind of just listen to music to work out to, or for the beat, or not really for the message. So I kind of realized music is a really powerful tool, but I've never really I guess embraced it. I don't know if that's the right word. So that's one thing that this class has helped me really realize is a lot of people use music to escape and express themselves, whether listening to it or doing music, and I found that pretty interesting too from the class, because I don't know, I don't really have that mindset. So, and I know a lot of people do, but I guess sometimes you don't really think about that. And then that goes on to when Ricky B came to talk to us, and he talked to us about his life experience and how music was really there for him to unwind or to express himself, whether he's a producer or an artist. And then he was also talking about his friend, some people don't always have music to express themselves, so they'll do it through dance. They're not very good at communicating, but they're good at body movements or whatever. So that was kind of interesting, and really just Ricky B's presentation about going over the different what it takes to produce music. I found that interesting, because I never really realized what goes on behind the curtains, all of the things that they have to do, what do you have to do to make a beat, and then make all these songs, or I don't know, I just think when I think music, I really just think lyrics, not the background noise with it all, but it's really a group effort, and it's really long. And I never really thought about that. I remember I'd just get pissed Taylor Swift didn't come out with an album fast enough, but then really what came behind it is there's more to it than just the lyrics. They have to come up with all this other stuff. So I found that interesting. And then going into conscious rap, which is a huge thing, since I said earlier I never really listen to music for the lyrics. I just listen to it to unwind and work out to, or have my relaxing music. I don't really listen to it for the meaning. So when I really struggled with my playlist, because I feel a lot of the songs you had to do, you had to analyze them, so you really had to look at the meaningful conscious rap songs, and not booty shaking music. And I kind of struggled with that, the deep meaning behind conscious rap, if you will. But then when Theo talked today, he gave when he was talking about conscious rap, I found it interesting how it's not all it's not about the consciousness of it, but the content, and how a lot of it have huge political messages, and race and all that. I found that interesting. And and some conscious may be different from another person, and not one artist is always going to be always conscious, you know what I mean? I don't know. This class was definitely like out of my element, so I've really learned a lot. Even though it was 9 days, it really should be a full semester class. I really enjoyed it and appreciate all of the knowledge you gave. It really gave me a new perspective on things, and I don't know, taught me to like think about music differently, and I really enjoyed it. So thank you. Me and Flava Flav say thanks. All right, bye.